Hi guys, in this video we're going to be looking at factorization by grouping. In our previous video we looked at factorization of algebra, but we are going to move a step further to look at factorization in a situation where we have more than two groups. Okay, here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 groups of algebra. So for us to factorize it, we can only factorize by grouping them into two. So this and this becomes one group, this and this becomes one group. Okay, so when factorizing by grouping, we need to group the terms with common factors before factorizing. So we have four terms here. Before we start factorizing by grouping, we need to check the two terms that are close to each other. Do they have common factors? Okay, if they don't have common factors, then the first thing we need to do is rearrange the grouping. Okay, so let's look at this example. We are told to factorize the following algebraic expression by grouping. So A, solution, A. In the first example, we have A squared minus AC plus AB minus BC. So what we are going to apply here is factorization by grouping. And remember, the first step is to check if the values we are to group together have common factors. So A squared and AC, do they have common factor? The answer is yes. We have A here and we also have A here. So we can factorize them by grouping. Let's check this second group. We have AB and BC. B is here and B is here. So we can factorize them together. So let's go ahead to factorize. Okay. So A squared minus AC. What is common? A is common. So we bring it outside the bracket and open a bracket. A squared divided by A. A squared is A multiplied by A. So when you divide it by A is going to cancel out A. So we have A. We bring the minus down. AC divided by A. A is going to cancel out A. So we are going to have C. Okay. So we close the bracket. We bring down this plus sign here. AB and BC, what is common? B is common, so we bring it outside the bracket and we open the bracket. AB divided by B. B is going to cancel out B, so we're going to have A. We bring the minus sign down. Why do we bring the minus sign down? Minus divided by plus is going to give us minus. That's the reason for this minus sign, okay? So we have BC divided by B. B is going to cancel out B, so we have C. The next thing we look at is we look at the values inside the bracket. Are they the same? In this bracket, we have A minus C. In this second bracket, we have A minus C. They are the same. That means we are on the right track. The next step is to bring the two values outside the bracket to form one bracket. So we are going to have A plus B in one bracket. And then since these two brackets have the same values, we are going to pick one, which is A minus C. We have been able to factorize this algebraic expression to become this by grouping. So let's look at the second example, B. We have mx minus 2my minus nx plus 2ny. Remember, the first thing we look out for is these two values and these two values, do they have common factors? Let's look at these first two. We have m here and we have m here. So there is a common factor. Here we have n and here we have n. So we also have a common factor. So let's start factorizing. So here the common factor is m. So we bring m out. We open the bracket. Mx divided by m. M is going to cancel out m. So we have x. There is an invisible plus sign here. So minus divided by plus is going to give us minus. 2my divided by m. M is going to cancel out m, so we have 2y. We bring the minus sign down. Okay. So what is common here is n. So bring n out. We open this second bracket. Minus divided by minus is going to give us plus. Nx divided by n. N is going to cancel out n, so we are going to have x. Remember, there is an invisible plus here, which is the same as this point where there is an invisible plus sign. Okay. Plus divided by minus is going to give us minus. And then 2ny divided by n. N is going to cancel out n, so we have 2y. So the next step, we look at what we have inside the bracket. Are they the same? Yes. We have x minus 2y. Here we have x minus 2y. Next step, we bring the values outside the bracket to form one bracket. So m minus n. And then we pick one of the values in one of the two brackets, x minus 2y. This becomes our answer. Let's look at the third example, which is C. We have 4y plus 3 plus 20xy plus 15x. So let's look closely at these values. Remember, we are factorizing by grouping. 4y and 3. Do we have anything in common here? The answer is no. What about 20xy and 15x? We have x is common, and 20 and 5 have common factor, which is 5. However, we cannot continue the process because we cannot factorize this first group. So what we are going to do is shuffle the group, okay? So let's see, if we bring plus 20xy this way, does 20 and 4 have something in common? The answer is yes. Y is here also, and y is here. So there are many things in common. What about 3 and 15x? 3 is a factor of 15, so that means they have something in common. So let's rearrange the whole arrangement. So we have 4y. The sign always follow the algebra, okay? So plus 20xy plus 3 plus 15x, okay? So we have been able to rearrange the whole process. Now we can look for common factors. What is the HCF of 4 and 20? The HCF of 4 and 20 is 4, okay? Let's look at the alphabets. We have y here and we have y here, so we bring out y. 4y divided by 4y is going to give us 1. We bring the plus sign down. 20 divided by 4 is going to give us 5. xy divided by y is going to cancel out y, so we have x. We close the bracket, plus, what is the HCF of 3 and 15x? The answer is 3. So open the second bracket. 3 divided by 3 is going to give us 1. 15 divided by 3 is going to give us 5. So we have x. Okay? So the next thing we do, we bring the values that are outside the bracket into one bracket. So we have 4y plus 3. And we pick one of these two since they are the same, which is 1 plus 5x. Very simple. Okay, so I'd like to give you a classwork. If you really understood the topic, I'd like you to solve this classwork. Okay, classwork. Factorize 15x plus 5 plus 12xy plus 4y. I'd like to see your answer to this question in the comment section. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like the video, share with your friends, and subscribe to this YouTube channel for more maths content. See you in the next video. Bye.